Hello guys, welcome to my channel. I am Samantha the Introvert. Today I want to give you my personal recap on episode 7 of Eternal Butler. So without further ado, let's get into it. Today's mission slash episode is like lyrics to a viral TikTok trend song. Okay, Bushy's father outside talking to Everfor about Bushi, but Everfor is telling the father that he should basically try to be more fatherly to Bushi. When Everforth started talking about Bushi and how Bushi is, Everforth started smiling, and that is like a human when talking about someone he loves. The father didn't see the smile, but the father also stopped Everforth because he felt like he is getting lectured on how to raise his kids from a robot. He basically said, "Know your place, peasant." Everfor got dressed and told Bushi he's going out and Bushi must stay until he get back. Bushi gets jealous because he felt like the father told Everfor to go somewhere apart from him. Everfor sees this and reassures Bushi not to be like this as he will always be beside Bushi. Elsewhere, Bushi's friend has been approached by the loan shark the childhood friend is paying, and they demand the guy to pay money for his childhood friend. So the friend casually called Bushi for help, but the loan shark took his phone and told Bushi to bring money. Bushi did indeed go, and the friend explained the situation, but Bushi did not like that the friend is doing this. But the friend convinced Bushi to give money just to help lessen the burden on his childhood friend. Bushi ended up finding out that he had to pay 1 million, but he just casually gave the money because of the best friend. I swear, to have friendship like this is something else. I know Bushi is rich, but he gave the money away like it's nothing. After that, Bushi told his friends that he doesn't like that his friend is taking that burden. His friend has decided to take on the burden of paying the debt collectors for his childhood friend in secret. I guess this is what they meant when they say love make you do stupid things. Back at home, the father is furious that Everfor left Bushi, and now Bushi, who should be home, have also left, and they do not know where he is. Sir, you are not a good father because if you are, you would have known where your son is. Instead, you're here cursing a robot and another butler. Bushi finally came back, and the only person who showed any concern was Everfor, who could not get in touch with Bushi. Bushi told Everfor his phone battery died. Honestly, I am shocked on how dumb the father is on not seeing how the robot showed emotional concern towards Bushi. The father then cursed Bushi because he got a call saying that the bank told him Bushi withdraw 1 million, but Bushi brushed it off saying it's just 1 million and he shouldn't be upset because he's rich. This is what I hate about rich people. The kids will not take losing big money as a big deal, but the parents will. Bushi said it's just 1 million as if it's just a small thing. Correct me if I'm wrong, maybe it's because I'm poor, but that is a lot of money, isn't it? Because of this, the father kicked Bushi out of the house, and of course Bushi left. But Everfor wanted to accompany Bushi, but he couldn't because the father told him, along with everyone working in the house, that they are not allowed to follow Bushi because the father have it in his mind that Bushi will eventually come back home whenever trouble hits. Everfor, on the other hand, disobeys protocol and leaves the father shouting he will then complain to the creator. Meanwhile, at night, Bushi roaming the street, he can't believe Everfor didn't come with him and stayed. But what Bushi doesn't know is Everfor is indeed following him, but at a distance because he doesn't want Bushi to see him. Bushi is playing all the games that he and Everfor went to, but because he feels down, he's not winning any. And one of the vendors sees and asks why Bushi didn't bring his boyfriend. Bushi then told the vendor that Everfor is not his boyfriend, but the vendor takes this as Bushi being shy of his sexuality. At a distance, Everfor is running some list on what to do. Even though he ran through all these lists, he can't find any answer on what to do. After seeing Bushi having difficulty winning a robot keychain and getting upset, Everfour finally revealed that he was there. Everfour told Bushi that he must take responsibility on Everfour action on breaking rules to be with Bushi. They went to a playground and Bushi tries to call anyone at home for help with money, but no one will help him with money because the father basically threatens to fire them if they help Bushi. Since they won't get the help, Everfour asks Bushi if he has any money. But Bushi basically spent all to nothing and he got just little money left to live on. Everfour told Bushi to ask his best friend for help or to at least have somewhere to stay at the best friend's place. But Bushi said he will not do that because he doesn't want to bother his friend. I think Bushi should have put pride aside and asked his friend. Hell, he gave his friend 1 million to help with someone he doesn't even like. The reason Everforth suggested the idea is because outside is not suitable for Bushi because of the mosquitoes. Everforth asked Bushi about the bank and why Bushi took so much money, and Bushi explained the situation, and then Everforth asked Bushi why he never told this to the father. Bushi said that his father does not like his best friend because he thinks that his friend is like everyone who wants to be close to him, and that is because of money. But Bushi told Everforth that his best friend is nothing like that. They decided to stay in the park and Bushi ended up about to sleep, but before he does, Bushi mentioned that Everfor once told Bushi that he must take responsibility for Bushi's action of breaking the rules. Bushi asks what will happen if Everfor ever breaks the rules. Everfor said that he will be punished by getting warnings. But just as Bushi fell asleep, Everfor did get the warning. This is what we call the green warning. Even though it got that warning, it did not leave Bushi's side. Bushi, who was still asleep, got a call from his best friend, but Bushi answered. But before it could answer and say hello, the friend started talking and expressing how he felt guilty for taking so much money from Bushi, then asked advice on what to do. Emafor then revealed he is the one that answered the phone, not Bushi, and basically told the friend to figure his own problems and hang up. It's so cute how Everfor is patting Bushi's butt like a baby in Pampers. Bushi then woke up and Everfor told Bushi his sleeping habits and that he was not bothered by mosquitoes, but it doesn't tell Bushi about the friend calling. Bushi then got worried for Everfor because he feels his father will file a complaint to Everfor's creator and Everfor will get punished. Everfor did not let Bushi know he already got the warning of complaint. Let me tell you something. This robot put his whole entire existence on love. I don't know what this creator put in these robots, but he put enough effort to make a little. Anyways, even after that, Bushi will still manage to go to class and meet his best friend. Meanwhile, Everfor is still getting his green warning, but Everfor keeps ignoring these warnings. Instead, Everfor looked up jobs to make money that doesn't require to have ID and also somewhere near Bushi's university. I must say, I don't know what these creators put in these robots, but they have Wi-Fi built in them. Bushi then tells a friend who actually found out that Bushi got kicked out and personally offers to let Bushi stay with him, but Bushi declines the offer. But then the childhood friend came who found out about the friend paying his debt for him. Bushi then expressed his concern and also told that he was the one who helped pay him the major part of the debt. The friend managed to let Bushi leave to talk to the childhood friend and told the childhood friend that he wanted to help because he felt he should. The childhood friend was not mad. In fact, he revealed himself by showing the picture to him, to the friend. He said when he was in school together with a friend, he was severely bullied, and that friend was the only one who offered to help him. This is some weird reunion kiss, I gotta tell you that. Honestly, I'm speechless. I have no comments for this one, so moving on. Anyways, elsewhere we see Everfor got a job and that basically he has to move out some old junk. But Everfor looks sexy doing it. The fact that he got a job this fast. The pay on the other end wasn't as much, but it's, in my opinion, it's better than what Bushi had before. When Everfor went to pick Bushi up, Bushi noticed that Everfor's clothes are dirty. Everfor revealed that he got a job and gave the money that it made to Bushi. Everfor basically let Bushi spend almost all the money. Now they don't have money to actually rent a place to sleep. So Everfor find a cheaper place to sleep. Embarrassingly, the only cheapest place they could find was a love hotel. Okay, guys, that is the end of my personal recap on episode 7 of Eternal Butler. Stay tuned for episode 8. And as always, if you like my contents, give them a thumbs up, subscribe with notification bell so you never miss any of my videos, and I will see you next time.